Hi, I'm George Levy for Bitsonline, and I'm currently in Las Vegas, Nevada for Money 2020. And right now I have the honor to talk with Max Meilleur, the winner of the payments race at Money 2020. Max, great job and congratulations with Team Crypto.
Thank you very much. It's been a hell of a journey, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I've actually been following along. You actually were updating everybody with your video posts from the different cities and some great challenges. It's been an incredible adventure. Tell us more about the race.
Yeah, so the race, we left New York, 5 of us, 5 methods of payment. So I got crypto, left New York, and I could only pay with crypto, and I had to make my way to Las Vegas. And it's a scoring point. It was not just about arriving here first, right? So you get points for being in states, you get points for using modes of transportation. You have secret challenges. I had to, in a special city. My city was Washington, so I had to be in Washington and do things over there. Video endorsements from the community was super important as well. Got me a lot of points. In a nutshell.
Yeah, what's fascinating about it, and you were actually bringing it up earlier in the when you were receiving your award, is the fact that, okay, so I guess I'm going to paraphrase you a little bit, but you came as one, but you stood for millions. And I was some of those millions, all of us crypto people all around the world. So very nice angle of putting it.
Thank you. It's on stage, I almost said this, so I guess you'll get that exclusivity, but I was going to say, this is going to sound cheesy, guys, but this victory is all of you guys, everybody that helped me along the way, right? Like I can name, like a handful, like a lot of people that helped me along the way. How do you go from New York to Vegas paying only in crypto? There is no other way than connecting with the people. And I ended up connecting with, I thought at first, right, I would mainly connect with crypto enthusiasts, right? And I did a lot, obviously, along the way, but not exclusively. I set up a lot of people with their first wallet ever, right? So there's a lot of people that are, and this was interesting to me, right? A lot of people that are sort of on the sideline right now, just waiting, not too sure. We all know there's a lot of hurdles and friction and jumping into cryptocurrencies and exchanging them, QR codes, big addresses, it's daunting, wallets, C's, how does that all work, right? So that is keeping a lot of people on the sideline, and so I met a lot of people. So just being there, helping them, right, and showing them how to back up their wallet, things like that, right? So yeah, fascinating. A lot of people that helped me, but not just crypto fans. A lot of other people that had never received any crypto whatsoever before.
That's actually very insightful. One thing I found really interesting in one of the video edits that you actually posted, you actually stood with a pizza box with some writing on it in a subway station right at the beginning of your adventure.
I have it right here, that old pizza box. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, George, day 1, day 2, my own energy level was like below zero, like down here. I was desperate, pulling my hair. How am I going to do this? Day 1 was very difficult, very frustrating, right? So that pizza box was all about me simply trying to get into the metro station in New York. And we all think New York, there's a lot of crypto there, right? Sure. It's like, hey, can somebody get a ticket for me and I'll pay you back in Bitcoin and ETH and Litecoin and no problem. But impossible to get in, very frustrating. So I was feeling definitely super low, at the beginning of the race.
Yeah. What's interesting is you brought up a really key point because at Bitsonline we actually followed and spoke very closely with Amelie Aras, who was the Team Bitcoin in last year's event, which Team Bitcoin won also. But you were Team Crypto, so this time around you were not just limited to Bitcoin. You actually had an option of a wide range of other cryptocurrencies as well, right?
Correct. And then just before I jump into that, just shout out to Amelie. I mentored her in Europe. She did 3 races, so USA, Asia, and Europe. So I got to connect with her in Europe, 6 months ago or so. And then for this race, when I heard, I could be the racer for Team Crypto, and I was like, Amelie, you gotta help me, please. And she supported me. She helped me a lot, right? So big shout out to Amelie. And to your question about the different cryptos, yeah, in the end though, I'll tell you what, I made 90% of my transaction in Bitcoin still, and then a little bit in Ether. And so mainly in Washington D.C. when I connected with the Consensus guys and some of the community there, they have a big presence. So they're obviously very, very smart contract, Ethereum focused. So it makes sense. I was glad to see that, but not much, demand or traction for the others. Bitcoin is still the big brand out there. As long as network fees are manageable, people are super happy with that.
One thing I wanted to put, and actually I'm just going to take a small derail on that because you mentioned this before we did the interview. You actually got into the space in blockchain, and actually you were initially involved in blockchain, and then of course cryptocurrency is part of the applications of blockchain. But tell me a little bit more about that blockchain interest of yours, how that developed, how you got in.
Yeah, I sort of see it as I came into the space, widely speaking, so like bottom up, right? So what's blockchain? How does it work? Can I shed light? Can I open the hood? That's why I was able to dress as a blockchain is one of my challenge. I was able to draw on the boxes, like high level how it works, right? As all linked together. But yeah, so the technology itself, I explored a lot and is really where where my mind started going, okay, this is fantastic, right? Of course, from the get-go, I knew one of the application of this is, the currency part of it, sure, right? But yeah, sort of like bottom up the technology, and then currency is a very big chunk of it, and I think through currencies, I think people will start adopting it later on. The other major use cases will kind of like a big domino effect, right? If at some point, there's much more adoption on the currency side of it, blockchain applications, then, well, I guess if my money's in there and I trust it, then maybe I guess it makes sense for my personal health data, for instance, right? But yeah, so I think, I still see it as very, very, very wide.
That's actually great for you to share that, and I really appreciate you share that above and beyond the Team Crypto. But for this moment, congratulations on your win. Max, what's next for you? Talk to me. What's next for you? What are you doing? Now that you are Team Crypto, you officially won the payments race for the cryptocurrency community. What's coming on next?
I think I just want to, do more of that. Keep on connecting with everyone, right? People came together. Great. Let's talk about this. Let's help Max along the way, which was fantastic for about a week. I want to serve that wave. I want to create more momentum around this if possible. So let's talk about it more. Keep on helping more people. Demystify some of it. That's all I'm looking for.
How can we follow you on social media? You have a social media profile. Yes, you're on Twitter, right? How can we find you on Twitter?
Yeah. So my handle, Max Meilleur. So that would be MaxMeilleur. And if you go see for look for hashtag Team Crypto, I'm sure you'll easily find my handle through that too.
That's fantastic. Max, thank you again for the opportunity. Congratulations again on your win, and wishing you much success.
Thank you very much.
For Bitsonline, I'm George Levy. Thank you for watching.